everyone knows that it is a shared community jewel. And it really is a shared community jewel.
We look at the county road maps from 1898 to 1902, and right there on the map there's a school, and it's called, Sandy Hayden School. So then the question was, well, who's Sandy Hayden?
He was a blacksmith, a merchant, a landowner, and he sold land to other emancipated people after the Civil War, and that community was focused on his homestead. And they built a school there as early as the 1880s. It operated from the 1880s until 1928. The first record that shows up for Sandy Hayden is in 1867, 2 years after emancipation. He registered to vote in Travis County. And we know from later census records that he was born in North Carolina. So he probably came with a white person who wanted to settle in Texas, came here in 1842. At emancipation, former enslaved people were called freedmen. It wasn't that they were freed while they were enslaved. They were called freedmen, and these communities were called freedmen's colonies or freedmen's communities.
Well, the significance of this park, of the Sandy Hayden story, there are a lot of African-American churches, schools, cemeteries. It shows the story of a freedmen's community that has not been documented or recorded whatsoever. So this will show a continuation of the African-American presence in this area from the Civil War onward.
Building that's there has been there since 1937.
The school had approximately between 60 and 70 students, which is a large population.
That's a lot of people to fit into a one-room log cabin.
Back in that time period is that a lot of times you'd have a building that was a church on Sunday, a school during the week, and then after it outlived its usefulness, it became a home for somebody.
It's important for us to remember what happened here. A school was born here. A community was born here. Leaders were born here.
And we know schools are one of the first things the freed slaves started once they got their freedom.
But it's not just the physical school. I think, and the same thing is true with parks. It's not just the physical space. It is what brings it together. Who brings it together? That people care that others have access. And that's the beauty of this, that we have access.
Commissioner Davis was the Travis County Commissioner for Precinct 1. He came in 1998. Commissioner Davis was known as a very passionate advocate for East Austin, for East Travis County. He was an activist long before he became an elected official. And he felt there was really no concentrated area in eastern Travis County outside of East Austin or outside of the Austin area where you could do that. And he wanted to see residents who lived in the outlying areas of Precinct 1 to have the same amenities that other people had in other parks in other sections of Travis County. This park, East Metropolitan Park was one of his biggest things that he had a source of pride in. And of course you have to get the votes of the Commissioner's Court and everything allocated toward this area. And he was able to do it. Very persuasive. Something like this out here for kids. You know, for people just come out and just have a safe place where they can just go fishing and just relax and hang out.
And again, I'm always looking for new fishing territories, fishing holes. But anyway.
When you look at Austin now and you look at the way it's urbanizing, a lot of the green spaces, a lot of the places that used to be neighborhood parks, that used to be schools are now going away. They're becoming glass and concrete. It is important for us to have places to relax, places to reflect, places to just enjoy nature. And those are becoming few and far between. And the park system in Travis County has done a magnificent job of making these types of opportunities available for anybody in the area.